Hello music fans, I'm back and here again with another artist spotlight video, this time for the band Rainbow, which, as you may or may not know, was the band formed by Ritchie Blackmore after he left Deep Purple for the first time, that is back in the mid-70s. So let's get started. This was the first album here called Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow, and that's exactly what it was. It was Ritchie Blackmore's own solo project slash solo band, because it was him and musicians that he gathered around him. In this case, a lot of great musicians, and of course starting with the vocals by Ronnie James Dio. This first album is really good, a great album. Man on the Silver Mountain, Catch the Rainbow, The Temple of the King, great songs. There you go. The first one, Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow. And we go to the second one. This one I have in the remastered edition, and this is really possibly my favorite Rainbow album, which is Rainbow Rising. I mean, look at that great cover. Look at that great cover. Again, the great vocals by Ronnie James Dio, and just fantastic songs throughout. There. Forgot to mention right there, the legendary Cozy Powell on drums. There you go. Tarot Woman, Run with a Wolf, Starstruck, Stargazer, great songs. Rainbow Rising, really recommended. Now they followed up with a live album here, Rainbow on Stage. All right, this is the original pressing of the CD, not the remaster, as you can see by this black plastic here on the side. The remasters say they are remastered on the side. All right then, and as it would be with a lot of Rainbow live releases, there's a lot of long jams, as you see here, by the length of the songs. Only 6 songs, but very lengthy ones. Okay, Rainbow on Stage. And I just recently got this one, which is the reason I wanted to make this video, because it almost completes my Rainbow collection. I'm only missing one, which I will mention right now, but this is Long Live Rock and Roll, the last album with Ronnie James Dio. Also, it's the remastered edition. Great songs as well. Long Live Rock and Roll, LA Connection, Lady of the Lake, great stuff. There we have the band at the time. It's a Blackmore and Dio here, and this is Cozy Powell. And who are the others? Let me see if I can get those quickly. Right there, that would be Bob Daisley on bass and Dave Stone on keyboards. All right. And then after this comes Ronnie James Dio left, and Ritchie Blackmore went into a more commercial direction with an album called Down to Earth, which I do not have. That one has a Graham Bonnet on vocals. But then he only lasted one album and was replaced by Joe Lynn Turner here for this one. Again, the remastered edition of Difficult to Cure. It is a different direction than the songwriting by Dio here, but still very good. Very much more on a traditional hard rocking sound. I Surrender, Spotlight Kid, all of those songs have a more straightforward rockin' sound instead of the rather mystical medieval sound that Dio gave it. All right, Difficult to Cure. And then another one with Joe Lynn Turner here, Straight Between the Eyes, also the remastered edition. There you go. Death Alley Driver, a really great hard rockin' song. There you go. Straight Between the Eyes. And then came the quote-unquote last Rainbow album. And I'll tell you why I say, quote-unquote. Because after this album, Ritchie Blackmore left Rainbow. He disbanded the band, his own band, and went back to Deep Purple. So here we have Bent Out of Shape, also the remastered edition. Really fine songwriting here. Stranded, Can't Let You Go, Fool for the Night, all really great songs. Again, Jolene Turner on vocals doing a great job. And this is the one and only album, Rainbow album, that I have on vinyl. And this is my original vinyl way from back in the 80s. And in fact, this was the very first Rainbow album that I ever bought. So it was this one. And then I went to the later ones, to the earlier ones. This is the one I've had since back then, but now I have it on CD as well. All right then. Well, after this, Ritchie Blackmore went back to Deep Purple for a while, but then he left again, you know, Purple, and came back with this album, which is Stranger in Us All, and this is indeed the last Rainbow studio album. There has not been, as of the making of this video, not been any more, because after this, Ritchie Blackmore went on to form Blackmore's Night, you know, his project that had a more of folk Renaissance music. All right, in this one, Doogie White here is on vocals, and it's a completely new lineup. Right there, and you can see Blackmore right there leading the band as always. But they're really good songs here. Stranger in Us All. After that, you know, there was no more Rainbow albums, and only a few later releases of live material, like this one, Rainbow Live in Munich, 1977, from the Dio era. Right there, you can see Ronnie James Dio right here. This is a 2 CD set, and like I said, look at the track listing right there, and the length of the tracks themselves. See if we can focus. You know, Just Mistreated, 11 minutes. Catch the Rainbow, 17 minutes. Man on Silver Mountain, 14 minutes. Still I'm Sad, 25 minutes. I mean, these are just long jams right there by the band, and specifically by Blackmore himself. Alright, this is a 2 CD set, and we continue with the last one. Well, not my last Rainbow album, which is a compilation album. This is called The Very Best of Rainbow, and it's got stuff from all of the eras, from the Dio era, from the Graham Bonnet album, and from the Jolene Turner era. Alright, so right there, Man on Silver Mountain, Star Trek, Stargazer, all of those from the Dio era. And then Since You've Been Gone, All Night Long, from the Down to Earth album, the one I don't have, the one with the Graham Bonnet. And then the rest right there from the Jolene Turner era. Alright, Street of Dreams is a really good song from the Bent Out of Shape album. Alright, well that does it for my Rainbow collection. You know, I only need that Down to Earth album to have the complete discography. And there are a couple of other live albums there available, but they are a bit pricey. So if I can get them at a good price, I will buy them. And we end here with a couple of concert DVDs. And this I showed the CD of, which is Live in Munich 77, right there with from the Ronnie James Dio era. And it has basically, I believe, the same track listing right there. Kill the King, Mistreated, and some bonus features. You know, some videos for Long Live Rock and Roll, Gates of Babylon, LA Connection, right there. Really good stuff. Anything with Dio and live is just so much worth having, especially from this era, you know. And then this one called Black Masquerade, which is from the Stranger in Us All album tour, which has Doogie White on vocals, who does a really good job of doing all of the Dio era stuff as well as the Jolene Turner songs. There we have the track listing. Really good stuff here. Alright, well, now that does it here for my Rainbow collection. Thank you very much for watching, and so long.